good morning everyone. I'm glad you're joining me here this morning. It was kind of a rough night yesterday. We had some rain. Couldn't get myself that comfortable, so it's going to be a rough day. But wanted to welcome you guys aboard today. Today we're going to kind of go around and get some breakfast going. Do some seam sealing on our tent, even though it's kind of late because we got some rain on it. But hey, you know, wasn't expecting to rain. It was one of those things. And don't mind you guys, there's a garbage truck around here just coming along because it is a public campground, so they're just coming along and making sure everything is clean and nice and neat. As you see, we got the fire rolling, getting ready to get some heat on there, make some eggs this morning and some toast. Right now I'm having some coffee, and my producer Mike, he's with me. Say hi, Mike.
Hey.
So we kind of had a rough night yesterday, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Yeah, but it's okay. It's one of those days where the temperature got up to about 90 degrees with high humidity yesterday. Then it rained in the middle of the night, which didn't make it any better. Trust me, it didn't make it any better. But anyway, stick along with us. Shortly, we're going to be cooking some breakfast, and we'll see how that goes. Hopefully, we won't have any rain or anything. Okay. But so I'm doing some omelets. So we're using just your basic ingredients: salt, pepper, some Mexican shredded cheese in there. This is going to be Mike's first breakfast here. And you notice we got the little toaster on there, but that's by Coghlan. We got a GSI frying pan we're using, and of course the wonderful, beautiful, absolutely wonderful Coleman stove. And you see we got our whole little gear set up here. So be back. And so my friends, there is my breakfast. A couple pieces of rye toast, an omelet made with just basic ingredients, you know. And the best way to do it when you're getting out to go on your first long-term camping show, I guess, is actually, you know, go with the pre-made boxes of the mix. It's usually like $1.50 or something at the store. You see it cooks up really good. That's an omelet with no extra milk or nothing. And really, just it was a really basic recipe. Salt, pepper, the egg mix, and like rye toast. And if you take a look, we actually used a little toaster, which it worked. You got to be careful though, because the thing kind of wants to burn a little bit more on some sides than the other. And again, the GSI pot, which I use, that works very well. All we used to grease it was margarine, so it worked very well. It was kind of slippery, but I think that's what we need so we could cook without too many issues. We did a mistake yesterday. Yeah, I know. It's my first time here. We're excited about coming up here. I forgot to seam seal and waterproof my tent yesterday. I did mention that it did rain yesterday, and it's a Kelty 4 we have, so it's a good tent. So there's plenty of room for me and the producer Mike, but it's still, you know, my advice to anyone who's starting out camping, even though a tent says that it's tape seamed and it's a tub floor and the seams are sealed, it's not going to hurt if you put extra sealant on there. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to do a really long segment on this, but I want to show you how I set up my tents when I go out on my trails. So what I'm going to do is, you saw the products we're going to use. They're both from Cabela's. Most of my products are from Cabela's. It's not paid sponsorship. This is just products that I got there because I like their products. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do a seam seal first. So we do the seam seal first. We're going to take that over each and one of the seams. Get as much of it on there as we can, and then let it dry a little bit. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to actually waterproof the rest of the fly. So come along with me. If it gets too long, we'll cut some parts out just so you get a general idea of how we do it. So here we go. So we're using a brand called GearAid for the seam sealer. That's what we're going to use to do the seams. And we got to shake it because we want it to get all filled into where the brush area is right there, okay? So come along with me. And so as you see your seams along here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and seal them really quickly. And then after they dry a little bit, we're going to go ahead and do an overall waterproofing over the tent. So here we go. See the way the cream's coming out? So you just basically brush it as it's coming out. Okay, be as liberal as you can. You just want to get the seam, because it's really what you're trying to cover is the stitches. Because the stitches are where it's going to get weak. Okay, so that's going to be your problem, is the stitch holes. Because, you know, you have to put a hole in the tent to stitch it. And of course they say they seam seal it, and I'm being a little messy. Sorry, guys. Never was good with crayons in school either. Sorry, I'm just not that artistic. But as you see, you just go all the way down to the bottom, okay? All right? We're going to go to the next one.
And this is with fast.
Yeah. Then you can go ahead and stop it, Mike, right now, and then we'll... So you know what? Breakfast is done. It was great. It was probably one of the best breakfasts I had for a while. I guess it's because I'm outdoors. And I think anytime anyone gets outdoors, they enjoy themselves. So the next section we're going to go into, which I hope you're going to stick around with us, we're going to hit some of the trails out here, and we're going to show some footage, see what you think. And like I said, I need your comments. This is my first episode. I want to know where we should take this program, because this program is going to be for you guys and for everyone that comes in to check out our program who wants to be a part of our community. So stick with us. We're going to go get ready, get our gear on, and get ready to go do some hiking, decide what trail we're going to go on, and then we're going to get you set up to come with us. So see you in a little bit. Take care. Everyone, check it out. This is Worcester Lake over at Potato Creek with us today. It's a really nice lake. This is 470 acres that is man-made, and it is stocked with fish, so you can actually go fishing here. You can also rent boats here. It's a very nice park. It's a very nice area just to take a rest. You also can do mountain biking here. And if you're like me, if you do trail hiking, it has plenty of hiking trails here as well. Okay, guys, they redeemed themselves a little bit. We actually found the beginning of Trailhead 1. Now, the reason we chose this one is because this one keeps us close to Worcester Lake, and it's going to be a little bit different because I don't want to show you just trees. But so we'll give them back 1 star, okay, guys? You tell me in the comments what you think, but we'll give them back 1 star because at least now we know where our trail is going to start. Okay, everybody, so we found this interesting little spot. This might be what they call the tree graveyard. If you take a look at it, it's pretty surreal. I mean, you see right past maybe 500-600 feet out ahead of us, you see like the regular water with the trees, and then when you come back around, we get to these this really surreal, like a post-apocalyptic scenery here with these trees just in the middle of nowhere, almost like they drowned and died. We have found the trail markers for Trail 1, but unfortunately, I'm not going to give them back a star. And the reason I'm going to do that is because it still took too long for them to tell us where the trail started. And unfortunately, that's not good for me, or it's not good for you guys, especially if you're new out here. And this is my first time coming to this park, and that's why I wanted to share it with you folks. So we're going to try and find some more great footage for you, but so far, it's turning out a little better, but so far, I'm still only giving it 3 stars. Again, comment and let me know what you think, if we should have gave this better comments or better rating or not, but I'll talk to you in a minute. It's funny, I'm doing this trail, and it's really quiet. You hear some birds every so often, but I can't stop thinking about the tree graveyard, Did you ever stop to think, do trees dream? Do they have souls? Did they die a horrible death? Things to ponder and to think about. Again, we just got back from the one trail number 1. Not as exciting as we thought, but we're going to try another trail, and we'll give you guys a full review on that too, and then we'll give you our full total rating on the park. But one thing I did want to mention is that I am trying to make this a family show, and one thing that's nice about Potato Creek out here in Liberty, Indiana, is that they do give you the ability to rent family cabins. They have a playground right behind us. If you want to take a look, we have a playground that you can take your kids to if you want to. And I did mention earlier that there actually is go ahead. And I did mention that it is a family campground. So you have a playground, you have the cabins, which I just showed you. So the nice thing about this is you give you the ability to enjoy a family outing, especially if you're not really into camping. I know there's some people who like the glamping. Don't get me wrong, if you're a glamper, that's okay. Okay, it's just not me. But if you're a glamper and that means you want to be into a cabin or an RV, they have options for you here to do that as well. So keep that in mind. Again, everyone, it's dinner time, and guess what we're making? So we're going to have pork chop steaks. Sounds good, doesn't it? And we're going to make carrots, just standard carrots with butter. You let that melt in with the water, so that we got the nice juicy carrots. And the only seasonings I'm using on the pork is basically lemon, pepper, Mrs. Dash, so it's good for you. It's not high in cholesterol or anything like that, but it's good for you. So just wanted to show you guys what we're getting ready to do, and I will show you how it looks once it's all done. It is, guys. Lemon pepper pork steak and butter simmered carrots. Yum. Hey guys, this is the coolest part. I mean, this is one of the best things when I was doing research. Me and Mike were doing research, is we wanted to find something really unique about Potato Creek. Guess what? See this cemetery? This cemetery, guys, was one of the first cemeteries to be non-segregated, which means black and white folks and families were basically buried together. There was no a black person's family gets over there and a white person over here and there's a segregation line. This was two families back in the 1800s that said, you know what? Forget about that. We're going to go ahead and we're going to make sure that everyone could rest in peace next to their brothers. Because you know what? We're all human race. Just because we have a black skin or a white skin or we're Asian or whatever, man. Hey, man, you cut us. We all bleed. We all have the same parts. So think about that when you look at this video, and I really hope you pay attention, because what we're going to try and do now, and honestly, guys, I have great respect for these people, and as we show you some of these tombstones, feel in your heart and feel blessed that you get to spend some of this time with these people who decided there's not going to be racism when they die. So what we're going to do, this is still an active cemetery. We're going to try and show you some of the oldest tombstones. And again, we're doing this with great respect for the dead. We're not doing this to try and, upset anyone. And if I upset you, I'm sorry. But just to me, this is dear to my heart. With all the stuff that's going on in this world right now, we need something to say, hey, there's something better than what we're doing right now. So you know what? In the next section, we're going to show you some of these things. So please stay with us. I really hope you do. See you in a bit. Hey, everyone. So we just got a chance to walk through the graveyard. It's a very humbling experience, let me tell you. We've seen graves as far back as 1795. That's amazing, seeing that this grave was actually officially established in the 1800s. So there's some graves here that were actually here longer before it was an official cemetery. I'm going to say right now that if there was anyone here that you recognized, and if it upsets you, I'm sorry. And I didn't mean to. It's just, to me, it just means so much to see that almost 200 years ago, they actually were trying to actually have racial harmony. So that's awesome, guys. So thanks for hanging on. And you know what? I'm just thankful that you are along with this journey for me, and just blessings to all these folks, whatever their religion is, whatever their preference is, whatever, it doesn't matter. This is just amazing. See you next time. This is kind of weird. It is a barn in the middle of nowhere. So why would you keep a barn? I don't know, you use a barn for horses and cows and hay. Why would you keep it, but get rid of the farm? That's really strange. I know there's some kind of saying about a farm and a cow. I don't know what it is. Maybe you guys might know what it is, but let me know. But kind of strange, huh? Reminds me of the tree ghost yard we saw a little bit earlier. Why is it here by itself? I'll have to think about that. I'll get back to you guys. I'll get back to you. morning, everyone. It's a wonderful day again. We had rain all night again, but it was okay. The seam seal and the water seal that we put on our tent yesterday worked out perfectly fine. Not a drip of water or even condensation got into the tent. I had a brain fart yesterday when I said that there was actually a I'm sorry, brain fart, sorry. It's an old joke. But anyways, there isn't actually a trail that goes under the lake. I don't know where I got that from, guys, so I'm sorry. So instead, what we're going to do, me and Mike are going to try and hit the trail number 4, which is this one right here. This is the one that connects up to the cemetery that we went to yesterday, which was really enjoyable. And as you see, this is like really the biggest part of the lake right here, if you take a look at it. And directly across from us, that's where the beach was that I told you could take your family, and we could get boats to rent and stuff like that. And we did see a couple people this morning on the water doing some fishing. So, we're going to do a little more footage. So we're going to do this trail for you guys, since we couldn't do the imaginary trail that I thought there was under the lake. So if you take a look, and then there's where you got the break in the trees right there. And yesterday, that's where we went around the back side, and that's where we found the tree graveyard. So just zoom in a little bit so you guys can see just how I guess you could say calming the water looks this morning.
Here before you, everybody, we have a place called Spring House. Now, before the advent of refrigeration, what they would do is they would build these houses over cool springs. Then you'd have the springs run through the house, and then it would come out backside of the house, and you could put all kinds of goods in between to keep it cool. And if you were thirsty, you could grab a ladle or grab some water from the spring that's running through it. In case you don't know, what a lot of it is you got a lot of hard layers and permeable layers, and then the water comes through to form a spring, but it has nowhere to go but up because it can't go down because the ground is too hard, and so a spring emerges. And then old settlers took advantage of this to keep their food, nice and cool. And that's pretty much the good details of this. Hope that helps you. Any other questions about it, just let us know.
Wow, when he found some of the old farm buildings, this is the spring house, and they actually reconstructed it on the original foundation with the Friends of Potato Creek. So it's a conservation organization that actually wanted to preserve it. One window, one door, they said. Boy, if you had to get out of there really quick, you'd be in a problem. But look how small that window is. Unless you're a little tiny kid person, then you might be able to get out.
This is how they used to store food in the old days.
Ain't that something?
Water spring running through a building, cool water.
No, I don't see the door anymore, guys. Darn it.
I'm making a guess it's on the other side. Yep. There you have it.
Wow, look at that. Holy cow, look, that might have been a storage cellar.
That might be where the spring's coming up at.
Nice, and then you can see something's running along here.
Part of the spring. That's why it's called a spring house. Nice. Welcome to Potato Creek, everyone. As you just saw by the footage we just showed you a minute ago, this is what started it all. A little bit of fact, if you haven't already heard it earlier in the thing, the lake that was created from this is 470 acres big. And what they did is they dammed off Potato Creek in order to create that reservoir. Another little fact you might know is if you like fishing, this is an awesome place for fishing. You got bluegills and you got bass that they stock in the reservoir. This is a lot of the reason people come here. Yeah, and stuff like this, history, this is my favorite part of these trails. Enjoy it. It's beautiful here.
Why do you like this part of the trail so much, Mike?
Because this is the origin. This is where it all started. Potato Creek. This is what the state park is named after. This is what Worcester Lake was made out of. There were farms through here. This was once a booming area.
So this little stream made that big old lake.
Yes, it did.
Wow, the modern miracle of damming, huh? We did Trail 4, which took us to the Spring Mill House, which is pretty cool. So we just got back. We wanted to get out before it was too cold. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to go ahead and make some pancakes. And if you take a look, you can see what we have here. We have Bisquick shake and pour. It's basically just a cup and a half of water. And we're going to use some 100% pure maple syrup. So hopefully this is going to come out good. It's just like I said, it's a basic recipe. Again, I'm going to keep it up with basic recipes so you guys don't have to worry about going through a whole lot of effort in the morning. And of course, we're having another cup of Joe. Man, you know, that trail really wore me out, guys. So gotta get some more coffee so I can cook properly and I don't burn the pancakes. So here's some pancake breakfast. Right, community, there it is. Real maple syrup and Bisquick instant pancakes. Man, this looks great. I wish you guys were here. I mean, just smelling it. Oh, I can't wait to taste it. You know what, guys? I'm going to go off for a minute. I got to eat this pancake and this syrup, and I don't know, man. I might have to be rolled out for the campground. See you a little later. We've showed you everything that we could so far, but there's one thing. Everything's been man-made here. Pretty much all of Potato Creek is man-made. Even the lake, the acreage, the dam. By the way, we wanted to show you guys the dam, but we couldn't because we can't get to it. So if you guys want, maybe in a future video, we'll come back and try and get you a good look at the dam. Anyways, so now we have this little trail called the Friends Trail. And what it is, it goes through a wetland, a natural wetland. So this is going to be the first actual natural, unman-made feature of Potato Creek that we're about to show you. So come along, let's go take a look. Let's see what we got. Okay, hey guys, so here we go. This is a trail. It's very short. I'm going to stay behind the camera this time. Let Mike do the filming, and I just want to give you an idea to see how it looks. So as you see, this is basically, of course it's cut out. They have to cut it out so people can use it as a path. But it's also, the whole area is pretty much naturally occurring, and they're just doing the maintenance. And one thing I'm going to try and do as I go through these parks is I want to try and show as many features as I can. And hopefully I've done that for you guys right now. We're taking a walk through. We're just going to take you through the whole trail. You know, hopefully it's going to end up at the wetlands. This is not rehearsed, by the way, guys. We're going on this trail as a first time, just like you are. So here we go. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed enjoyed everything we've done so far. It's my first video for this series. I'm planning on hopefully doing about 16 videos. So there's 16 parks I want to take you guys along with for me if time and money allows. And I really hope you enjoy what we're doing for you guys. And I hope we're giving you enough information. Now, again, subscribe down below.
slam that bell so that when I do new videos, I can show you what we're doing. Also, I'm going to try, guys. You're my family out there. I'm going to try my best to actually do at least one video a week. And if I can do that, you guys are going to be able to see everything I see. And pretty much everything we do is not rehearsed. Okay? Yes. Oh, hey! I didn't know you guys were still there. Just having a little fun. Any bait? Are we fishing today? Oh, you know what? It's too late in the day and it's too hot, isn't it? Yeah. Damn it! But you know what? I bet you we can find some other stuff we need here at the general store. What do you think? Bet you we could. Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, guys. So I'm glad you're back. I'm hoping you've been through the whole thing with us and you didn't, just wimp out on us and take off somewhere and go get your coffee and not watch the show. Because you know there is a pause button on YouTube. I know, because I use it myself. Anyways, we're trying to cover a lot of the family-oriented things here at Potato Creek in Liberty, Indiana. The nice thing is, not only did we show you that they have cabins, they have playgrounds, they have fishing, they have boats, but say you need your firewood, they sell firewood here at the general store. They sell ice cream, and yes, I did say ice cream, and they got 2 cases of ice cream. We're not going to show it this time because we want to make you come back, and maybe if you guys decide you want to hang around and subscribe and you want to see the big ice cream case here, let us know. Maybe we can come back and show it to you. They also have your t-shirts. They have general goods like food and torches and, beans and ketchup, and we always need mustard, don't we? Not ketchup on hot dogs. Mustard. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm in the wrong. Wait. If you want to put ketchup on your hot dog, that's you. Not me. I like the mustard and the relish. And the tamales that come with it sometimes, depending on where you go. Come on. And it looks pretty nice, doesn't it? So, and you could buy your ice. Because, we've been telling you guys throughout this whole program that it's been 90-some degrees every day we've been here. And we've only been here about 3 days. So it's been really, really hot. So we've been going through a lot of ice. We've been drinking lots of water. And mind you, folks, when you're out there, drink lots of water. It's good for you. Keep your system cleaned out. And you don't die from dehydration. Anyways, and so hey, here's they got a little view of the kind of ice cream that they have. And they got worms, along with the live bait. Crawfish, worms, whatever. And there you go. There is that's just some of the ice cream that they have. Doesn't it make you want to go get some ice cream? What do you think, Mike? But I think they're closed right now, so we can't get it yet. But firewood, ice cream, water, soda, anything you could possibly want. So it's truly a family campground, and they're open till 7. So, they're here open late. I think it's 9 on the weekends and 7 during the week. So it gives you plenty of time if you get here a little late. Because even though during the week the check-in time is 2, and we now know that check-in is at 5 on Sunday, you still can go to the store to get your goods up to 9 o'clock at night. So again, you got your goods that you need. You got your stuff for all your family to be here, and it makes it really a good place to check out. So hey, if you're ever in Liberty, Indiana, which is outside of South Bend, hey, check out Potato Creek. It might be worth a little bit of a trip with you folks. Okay? Talk to you later. Hey everyone. So I'm hoping you stuck along with us for the ride so far. Again, just to summarize. This is Potato Creek State Park in Liberty, Indiana, outside of South Bend, Indiana. So I wanted to go over some of the finer points and give you a rating of what I believe this campground should or should not replace or improve upon. I'll go with the bad first and we'll talk about all the good. So me and Mike, we decided, we want to do 3.5, and only for really a couple of reasons. The first thing is, when we got here on Sunday, we didn't know that we couldn't check in till 5. So we had 3 hours of lost time, which was really bad. It wasn't, when I did the reservation, it didn't tell me anything about Sundays being 5 p.m. check-in or check-out. So that was my biggest beef, because we lost a lot of time
We were going to do a bigger gear segment for you folks while we were setting stuff up, but we got here so late when we finally got checked in that it was not enough time, and we were pretty tired. We also learned that their trail rating system, their trail markers, actually needed improvement. We wanted one of the trails we tried. We looked at the maps, and the maps weren't very clear, and it took us a long time to get to that trail. So again, that's a no-no as well. And that's really mostly also because for you guys, because, I'm not being paid by the federal government or the Indiana State Department or anything like that to do these videos. So I want to get that clear right now. I do it because I'm out here, and I wanted to show you guys what's out here. So if you decide to come here, because, they always say that, there's always that saying, hey, there's more than corn in Indiana. Well, I wanted to show you that there's more than corn in Indiana. Okay, remember that. So now, let's talk about the good things. It's a family campground. You have cabins that you can rent. They're very nice. They're big. There's plenty of space for you and your family to hang out, chill out, do whatever you need to do. Also, you can have, 8 people per campsite and 2 vehicles per campsite. So again, you can have a good-sized family here, And with the new reservation system online, it makes it very easy for you to choose a site, check pictures, and make a reservation. So that's another good thing. We also went on a couple journeys throughout the park. So we went to the cemetery, the wonderful cemetery that's non-segregated, which had black and white folks, buried right next to each other. We saw graves as early as 1795 all the way up to 2016. So that was to me, that was just awesome. We went to the Red Barn. We thought it was going to be a little more exciting. It wasn't. But we went anyway. Okay. Another thing we went to the wetlands, which was kind of nice because that was a natural occurrence here on the property where they just keep it up and they let it do its own thing. We tried to get a shot of a blue heron. Couldn't do it. The camera wasn't fast enough. Maybe next time if we come back, if you guys want us to come back. And we saw the dam. But we couldn't get close enough to the dam to film anything or to show you guys how it was made. Because basically, this whole lake out here was made because of them damming up the Potato Creek. And that's how you got this big river where you can go camping and fishing. Another thing, you can go camping, you can go fishing, and there's boat rentals, there's bicycle rentals. And just like anything else, there's a 14-day grace period, a 14-day period of time that you can stay at any one campsite in pretty much any other the Indiana State Park, which is a good thing. We showed you a little bit about cooking, and one thing you're going to see when I do the cooking, I'm never going to go into like a big detail. I'm not going to try and be a Julia Child or anything like that. Basically what I want to do is I want to show you quick, fast meals that you can make for you and your family that are easy to clean up. It's not going to take you a whole lot of effort to do. We did tell you about some of our gear. We told you about the Kelty tent that we're using. We showed you the sprays we used. We showed you the lantern we used, and we showed you the stove. We didn't get a chance to do any filming with the lantern, but I can guarantee you that Coleman that Coleman lantern is very bright, even on low, and it'll get you up to 1,000 lumens. Again, if you guys like these and you subscribe and you leave comments down below, and you want us to do more detailed reviews about the gear that we use, we can do that. It's not a big deal. You have any questions, you have any comments, again, I said previously in a different segment, if you like it, great. If you don't, I'm sorry. We do our best. I also mentioned that this is our pilot episode out of 16 that we're planning to make. So the next episode that we're going to do is actually called Dunes Campground. That's near Chesterton, Indiana. And that one, we're basically going to be camping on the beach. Okay? So that's going to be fun. We're going to be by Lake Michigan. I think you're going to enjoy that as well. We also didn't mention one hidden trail, which we haven't found yet, but we're going to try, and if we find it, it basically is a trail that takes us underneath the lake out here. And I think that'd be really great. If we can find that, we'll put some photos and some video imaging at the back of that, and we'll add it to the back of the program for you guys. Again, I'm David Sanders. My program is called Let's Go Outdoors, and I really hope you enjoyed going outdoors with me. My producer and writer is Mike. He's my brother, Mike Sanders, and I appreciate him coming along for the ride. He had to move his life around a little bit to help me out, but I really needed a little extra, oomph and kick in the butt, as you can say, to get going, to get started. So thank you very much, Mike, and he's behind the camera right now. And I'm just going to say one final thing. With this pandemic going on, You know, slowly more and more states are opening up, and people are getting ready to go back to the beaches. People are able to go to shopping centers more. People are able to go to campgrounds like this. Do your best to keep your social distancing. Do your best to wash up after everything you do. You see, one thing you didn't see in the background, we are constantly washing our hands here. We're sanitizing our dishes and stuff like that, making sure that when we're cooking, everything is safe and clean. So when you go out, guys, don't stay in the house if you don't have to. Get on a bike. Get on a canoe. Get on a kayak, man. Get on a road trip. Do something to get outdoors. And you know, I hope to see you in the next campground of America. Take care, and God bless.